offense is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to James Conner.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
2nd and 11 at the Bucs' 19-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And hitting Juju on the slam. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now here's Snell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. We're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
The 45-yard line.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, it's Brady. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Give him 32 on the play.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Steelers 7, Buccaneers 0.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson on the other end of the throw from Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
That interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll look to run with Connor. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger got his man. It's caught for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron there to make the grab, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson on the other end of the throw from Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 32 that time. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger, screen pass to Connor. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now down to 20. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. From the gun, again to Connor. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
48-yard line.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On the counter, it's Connor. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Connor underneath. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my
And it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
On for the point after.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Levante David in on the tackle. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
a jet sweep. This is Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he finds McDonald. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll run on first down. Connor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll run with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And now here is another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.